Hello, so it's a gorgeous day outside, can you see? So I just thought I would head up onto the moor today to do a little bit of drawing. I'm currently working on a large canvas and two smaller square canvases, and I'm trying to sort of do them, like bringing the outside in, and I've started work on these. I've done sort of 3 layers of paint, working quite intuitively, trying to think about bringing the outside in. But I feel like I actually need to get outside now and bring a bit more inspiration in. So I'm going to grab a few tools and maybe 1 or 2 sketchbooks and head up onto the moor. So I thought you might quite like to come with me. So first of all, just show you the canvases that I'm working on, and maybe I'll keep doing little videos to show you the process from now. So let me show you. So this is the first canvas. It's 70 centimetres by 100 centimetres, so it's quite a large canvas for me to work on. And it's a deep edge canvas which I've taped off on the sides because I knew that I'd want to work quite thickly and maybe get some paint down the edges, so I thought it'd just be a bit easier when I come to finish off the pieces. So as you can see, there's lots of mark making, just really loose brush strokes, and I've really enjoyed this. I've had such a busy first half of the year doing various things, doing the Virtual Art Summit, getting ready for Open Studios, and it's all been really fun, but I've just really had an urge just to paint big and just to paint loose and quite raw and just see what happens, just follow the feeling. So I started this one off, and there's 2 other square canvases that are in my studio. I've actually brought this one into the house just to keep walking past it, and I'll show you the 2 shortly. But I've worked on them all the same. So I started off, the first time I've actually worked this way, I've grabbed a few emulsion paints. So I've got a few that we've used in the house, and I've also been to the local hardware store and bought a couple of tins that, you know, like the reduced tins, so maybe someone's got some paint mixed and they're not happy with it, so it's been on offer. So I've grabbed a couple of emulsion paints. So I started off, the first layer I did just emulsion paints, and then I did a mix of emulsion acrylic for the second layer, and then so that it was quite muted. Then it was more these kind of colours, the pinks, the green, and there was some sort of this kind of neutral colour. Then I came in and added all the brighter, the acrylic colours, so these pinks and blues and oranges, and mixed those colours myself. I think the blue is just ultramarine with a tiny bit of white. So yeah, I'm really loving how these are going. I'm loving it. I just want to go outside, do some sketches and see if I can bring some more into these. So I will just zoom out one last time, and I'll take you to the studio now and show you the 2 squares. And here are the 2 smaller canvases. So these are both 30 centimetre square canvases, and again taped around the sides, so that when I peel that back it'll have a nice white side that I can just paint over again with acrylic paint, just in white probably. And yeah, so these, lots of texture, some drawing in there, dry brush strokes. Some of the emulsion does crackle. I'm not too sure if I like it or not. Be interesting to see what it looks like if I bring some paint over the top of that. See if it sort of goes into those lines and creates even more interest. Here's the other one. I think I actually preferred these 2 before I came over with the latest layer, but that's fine. I just want to keep playing and just seeing what happens. So next up is grabbing the little art kit together to take with me. Right, so here's my little art kit. So I've got 2 sketchbooks. I've got an A5 sketchbook and an A4. And then I've got some drawing materials. And what I've done is I've picked out colours that link to one of my Pinterest boards. So I've done a Pinterest board which I'll make public. If you look for me on Pinterest, I'm Lisa Metcalf Art, and I've just gathered together a few images just to to just give me some inspiration really to sort of what kind of colours I'm kind of going to go towards. So they're all quite muted, some nice natural colours, but then there is some pops of colour too. The pinks, the brighter greens. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm aiming for. So I've gathered all the drawing materials that I've got together. I've kind of gone off those colours that are on the sheet that I've printed out. So I've got a mixture here, all those kind of colours. So in this little lot, I've got a mixture of Derwent Pro Colour pencil crayons. I've got some Caran d'Ache Neo Colour ones, so they're the ones that are water resistant. What else have I got in here? A mechanical pencil. I've got a graphite stick and just a few odd colouring pencils. I often, when I go to the local art shop, when I'm buying a few bits, I'll sometimes just treat myself to sort of the odd few different colours. So I've got some of those mixed in too, but they all relate to that mood board that I have here. So I'm going to get these all packed up and then we can get off. Right, I'll just grab some water and sun cream because it's pretty warm out there, and then we're good to go. I've just parked up. I could walk up here, it would take about 10-15 minutes, but I just thought I'd cheat a little and just drive up and park up. found a little place to stop and do some drawing. So where I am now, it's Farnhill Moor in the Yorkshire Dales. So it's kind of in between Keighley and Skipton. So it's pretty amazing to have this just on my doorstep. And I definitely need to get out more this summer. Up here, and other local places too. So yeah, let's get some materials out and start doing some drawing. Starting to think now about words, sort of things that I can sense while I'm out here, things I can hear, things I can feel. Definitely some crickets in the background. There's a bird, I can just see a bird up here. Probably can't see it. Just hovering in the sky, gliding. Let's just write that down. Bird. Flickering and gliding. Leaves glistening in the sunshine. Dog barking. Flies buzzing. Numb bum on this rock. I'm just starting to make my way back down now. I don't actually think I've been on this path. It's a fun thing about coming up here, I never know. I sort of never really have a round route, I just kind of take whichever path I fancy. So as long as I'm heading in the right direction, I'll get back. I love looking out for these things, like in the sea of lush green fern, there's this beautiful, sort of yellowy one. I like looking out for little pops of colour like that. All the spotted bits of moss. All the roots of the tree. All the lines of the stalks of the ferns, that's cool. Could do those with drips of paint. All the pop of colour. So in all this fern. And then you got this really rich red. And if you look up here, you can see all the purple of the heather. That's pretty. I love that little building up there. I always tend to take a photo of it whenever I'm up here. I always want to go in inside and see what's in there. We're just an old abandoned barn. So yeah, on our way back down now. Back onto this track. Nice thistles here. And a buzzy bee. Some foxgloves. Back into the wooded area again. It's funny, usually when I come up here I'll go up one way and come back down another, but today I've ended up coming back the same way I came up. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. It's really warm up there. It's about 24 degrees Celsius today, so up there in the sunshine it was just getting a little bit too hot, so yeah, it's just nice to cool off here in the trees. So yeah, we're nearly back at the car now. And here are a few things I gathered on the way back down for the colour and the shapes. Some leaves, some fern, and I love this lichen on this bark. So stay tuned to see what happens next with these 3 pieces. Now I've been up onto the moor to gather some more inspiration. Subscribe to me so that you'll be in the know when I upload the next video. Thank you.